What's good, my Tekken brethren? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Swanee on the sticks, here to save you from getting your head knocked off in the Tekken ring. Today, we're doing one of the most mystical arts and fighting games, frame data. Yeah, I know. Sounds like we're about to do some fucking math, but trust me, this ain't no fucking math. Besides, my brain ain't equipped for all that, so don't even worry about that. This math is the math that's gonna save you from getting launched across the stage by some kid named Eds King Gamer 69. Alright, so first up, we're gonna go over what even is frame data. Because I know a lot of people new to fighting games probably have no idea what it is. They just pressing buttons, having fun looking at the big damage numbers. Ooh, big numbers! But trust me, there's more to this fighting game. Let's get into it. I want y'all to think of frame data kind of like the hidden timer behind every move. Every time you throw out a punch, Tekken 8 measures that move in frames. A frame is like a single snapshot in the movie that is your match. Think about it like that. A frame is like a single selfie on your fucking IG story. That's one frame. Tekken runs at 60 frames per second, right? So that's what's generating the video. So that means each second is cut into 60 tiny bits. Think about how kind of like a pizza is cut into 8 slices, even though you're a fat ass about to eat the whole thing, but that's besides the point. Now, why should you care about frames? Well, because if you don't, you'll keep throwing out moves that will leave you like a fast food joint at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? That's right. Your opponent's going to feast on those punishable frames, wondering why you got KO'd in 10 seconds. For example, have you ever been in this position before? Can't do shit, right? Because rain is all up in your grill, just pressing buttons crazy. Got your ass feeling that pressure. No need to fear though. After you understand frames, you'll go from this to that. Alright, so second we're gonna go over startup frames, or in other words, how fast you throw a punch. So let's start with startup frames. Imagine you're winding up a punch, right? And you're just looking at your fucking girlfriend's ex, that fucking chisel jawline, and you're just imagining that fist you're about to just throw, and the amount of time it takes for that fist to hit that fucking chisel jawline is a startup frame. The smaller the number, the faster the move. A jab that comes out in 10 frames, that's like the Tekken equivalent in microwave popcorn. You know what I mean? Super quick, super effective, buttery smooth. But if you're using a 25 frame move, I hope you got a plan, because your ass got to be launched. Now here's a fun fact though. You know how your buddy always spams that one move that takes forever to come out? That's called a telegraph. And you best believe you better punish it, kind of like you a stepdaddy. Next up, we're going to go over active frames. This is when your attack is actually doing something. The part when your character's kick is swinging through the air, think of it kind of like those moments when you send out a risky text and you see typing from the other person. You know what I mean? Send out that risky text to your shorty, feel me? You see typing and your just heart's beating. You're like, oh shit, what is she going to say? And then you're blocked. The longer it moves active frames, the bigger your window for landing that hit. But hey, if you miss, you're back to being as vulnerable as that risky text when she left you on red. So what's there to lose? Might as well do it. Recovery frames, aka your cooldown period, aka your refractory period. Nah, I'm just playing. Let's talk about recovery frames. These are the frames that play out after your move, when your character's catching their breath and saying, yeah, I probably shouldn't have thrown that wild ass uppercut. My ass about to get launched. During these frames, you're vulnerable, like a deer in headlights. Or you at a party when someone brings up taxes. Or you at a party at the wall looking at the girl like a fucking creep instead of approaching her. The more recovery frames, the longer you're stuck in animation, and the more time your opponent has to make you pay for your mistake. So if you're throwing out moves with long recovery frames like the candy on Halloween, don't be surprised when your opponent takes a bite out of you. No diddy. Now let's go over how you're going to use frame data to defend like a pro. Now you know what startup, active, and recovery frames are, right? You paid attention, right? Right? If not, fucking rewind the video. I ain't repeating myself. Now how do you use this to defend yourself? Easy. Think of frame data kind of like your shield. If you block an opponent's move, you get something called frame advantage. That means you recover before they do, and you get to take your shot. It's like they just took a swing, missed, and now it's your turn to deliver that payback. Now let's say your opponent throws out a move that's -10 on block. That means you have 10 frames to hit them back while they're stuck in recovery. It's like getting a free slice of pizza, so don't fucking waste it. But don't go trying to memorize all that stuff, okay? Focus on a few key moves and situations, pick one character, learn the best punishes, and you'll already be miles ahead of everyone else that are just fucking pressing buttons.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am.
So let's recap. Startup frames are like that awkward silence before a joke lands. Active frames are when you're delivering a punchline, and recovery frames, I guess that's when you realize that that joke actually probably wasn't that funny, and that's why there's fucking silence in the crowd and you're getting booed and you're getting everything thrown at you. Oh my god, I'm probably never gonna do stand-up comedy again. But if you've been paying attention to this frame advantage, it's like knowing when to slip in with a zinger right when they miss their chance. So learn your frame data, save yourself from getting clowned in the ring, and you'll start winning more matches. Trust me, you'll thank me when you're out there dodging those launchers like a pro, like fucking Neo in the Matrix, and everyone's like, if you find this useful, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. You won't need to worry about recovery frames for that move.